guys out here are literally just trying to keep a woman so bad, so they allow a woman to play the victim role when they've been the victim the whole time. Everybody here is put on earth for a purpose and for a reason, and you are here to accomplish a whole lot. You're not going to be able to do it when you're so focused on trying to get a woman back. What is up, my BBossBaddies and my Batman fellas? It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today we are going to be talking about how to get her to want you back. So with this title, I'm going to be basically telling you guys some tips and tricks to get this woman that you've been basically probably wanting her attention back, or maybe you just want to make her regret losing you. Whatever it is, I'm gonna help you guys and give you guys some stuff, some new good stuff, and hopefully I can help you guys with this video. So if you are new, make sure you're subscribed, and of course if you're gonna be watching and you are watching until now, give this video a thumbs up, and of course Patreon, and lastly my second YouTube channel, and of course my social media. You guys know that stuff, but yeah, make sure you check out the second YouTube channel for sure. And so let's actually get into it. It's just my points. So everything that I do say is very, very important. So the first point that I put on my list is be true to yourself. And then I put in brackets, time to live for yourself. So when I say be true to yourself, when you want a woman to want you back, what happens a lot of times when men are dealing with females, they're trying so hard to impress the female. Okay, so I'll start off with when guys are trying to impress the female. A lot of guys out here will break their backs and do so many different things that's out of character, that's true to themselves, because they're trying to impress the woman. And I can tell you guys 100%, a lot of women, like a high percentage, really see right through the bullshit. So all that stuff that's fronting and capping and acting like, girls will look at you and be like, yeah, I know what he's doing, and they see it for what it is. Of course, yes, you'll find the 1, 2, 3, the few bits that don't see it, and you can get away with it for a long time. But the girls that, you know, somehow seem to escape out of your life, they don't like you, they don't give you any attention. You guys, think about it. How did you guys get to that point? Think about it. And a lot of times it's because guys are not even showing their true colors. And what's so crazy about it is guys don't even understand that their true colors most of the time is better than the color that they're showing to be that's not them. You get what I'm saying? So you trying to act and be somebody so hard and be somebody for her so badly, it's just not what she really wants, and you might have lost her in the process. Either way, when you want a woman back, you should want her to want you for you. And of course it's just for you, and it's not because you have to improve yourself. At that time, a woman that comes into your life, she's supposed to accept you for who you are at that time. Yes, maybe you're trying to get somewhere and trying to get higher in life, get to your purpose, but in that moment, if she doesn't accept you for you and then who you can be 10 years from then, do you think you guys are going to really last? It's only her seeing you as this and that and what she can do with you at that time, right? And not to help you, but for her benefit. So I'm really just trying to say with that is that a woman can be there to help you so you can progress and be there for when you're at your worst or you're down below, whatever. But if she's just looking at you in the meantime and expecting that, and that's what you are trying so hard to be right then and there, and you can't be that then and there, then it's just a big sign that you guys are not meant for each other, because you should be able to be yourself. You should be living how you are and not hiding things and lying to each other about, this is my lifestyle, this is who I am, this is how much I have. Okay, so there's just so many things around everything I just said that's just like wrong, and it's a lot of big reasons why women leave men, and it's of course your decision to make. Is it the best thing? It's your decision to make. I don't want to get too into that, but you know, it is the way things are, right? So last thing I'll say about this, what I put in brackets with the whole time to live for yourself, I just basically said it all, but you have to understand, like, this is your life. This is your life, right? And you guys are going to end up trying to live for a woman for the rest of your life, and you're going to be at a place where you don't even want to be. And the sad part about it is that Remember, y'all, I don't talk about it too much, but God did not put you on earth to do this, okay, y'all? So just to keep it real with you guys and give you some light in life, like, everybody here is put on earth for a purpose and for a reason, and you are here to accomplish a whole lot. You're not going to be able to do it when you're so focused on trying to get a woman back, and if you didn't lose her yet, trying to keep the woman with, you know, doing things that are not true to yourself, okay? So please, y'all, before I move on, like, just stop all of that. Be true to yourself. Be real. The realer, the better. Especially for these women, the realer, the better. And it's an attractive thing as well. Especially when you're so real and you don't even give a damn what she thinks. Trust me, okay? So let's move on to the next thing on my list. And this is don't apologize, especially when you don't need to, when you don't owe the apology. So what I've been noticing is that, well, since time, but a lot of men out here is that they like a woman, they love a woman, and they want to keep the woman so much. So what's happening with them is that they feel like they owe the apology no matter what it is. And I've said this in a video a long time ago, like 5 things that nice guys should stop doing, or 5 things nice guys do, something like that. And I was just saying about how a lot of nice guys out here, they just constantly apologize. And it makes no sense that they constantly do that, because these women don't want that from them, and they feel like the apologizing is what's saving them, but yeah, it's making things worse. So when I say back to you shouldn't be apologizing, especially when you don't owe it, is that because you lost the woman, you don't have to think that you are at fault for losing the woman. And I know it gets so like, oh, well, this happened, this, that. Stop making it to be your fault. Stop putting so much blame on yourself. Like, a lot of guys out here are literally just trying to keep a woman so bad, so they allow a woman to play the victim role when they've been the victim the whole time. So you fellas out here, stop. Please stop apologizing for something that you didn't even do wrong, and you don't owe it. And don't start believing that you do. Even if you're not going to say it to her, please get back to all the stuff that you've done right, all the stuff that you've been, you know, on point about, all the things that you put in, the effort that you put in, all that stuff. Think about it, because when you are thinking about all that stuff, it's gonna help you realize, like, why am I gonna keep apologizing? Why do I owe an apology to her? You're gonna really think about all that stuff, and then it's gonna hit you that it's because of the fact that you actually don't owe it, but you are believing that you do. And now it's time to change that mindset and believe that you don't, right? Because it's just setting yourself up, and you're not going to get her back with that. A lot of girls, they just take that, and it builds their ego, of course, but they take it and they kind of take it as a joke and laugh at you, laugh about it, because it's just like, she knows what she's doing. And that's what you have to understand. Not only do women do what they want, but they know what they're doing, so they do what they want still. So because of that case right there, they know you were apologizing, but they know that they're the reasons why you guys are not together, and they're at fault. They know that they're the ones that are supposed to apologize to you. They know all of this. But just because you apologize and she's saying, oh, okay, it's fine, and then you get her one day, and then the next you guys are fighting about the next thing, and it could be like, oh, you didn't give her money. You didn't give her money for her nails and hair and her lashes, whatever. You didn't give her money, and now it's just like you guys are fighting, arguing again. And then that right there, fellas are starting to feel like, okay, I owe her the apology. Yeah, I owe her the apology. See, woman right there, no. Girl, you know damn well you don't deserve that, and you don't need a man to do all that for you. But you see how girls think nowadays is that, oh, I need a man to pay for this. I should have a man that does this. I need a man for this, for that, for that. And they feel like absolutely men owe it to women. And it's just like, where's the logic? Please, where is the logic? It makes no sense. It's like, you guys want to act like thotties, want to be hoes for the streets, you know, yada, 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 but yet still want all these men to pay for your stuff. And the sad part about it is that fellas will still do it. But of course, don't let that be you. Don't be falling to that simple of doing these things for girls that are just using you for what you can do for them, okay? So let's move on to the last point that I have on my list. This is leave her on red, and then I put in brackets, if you feel like you're being rude, which you shouldn't feel like you're being rude, but we'll get into that. But if you feel like you're being rude, okay, just leave her on, what is the other one? Delivered. Just leave her on delivered. Now, I say leave her on red because of the simple fact that a lot of women out here, they have to get slapped in the face with that red 11:20 p.m. They have to get slapped in the face with that because of the fact that they don't feel like, oh, they can ever get that they don't feel like a man will ever do that to them. They don't feel like they deserve that. They don't feel like, oh, that's right. They feel too good about themselves, and their ego is so up high in the sky that they feel like, that can never be me. That can never happen to me. So it's like you being the one that does it and makes it happen to her. It's a shock. And the bigger shock about it is that she will never expect it from you, especially if you've been the one that's been on her good side or trying to be on her good side, trying to please her, trying to make her happy, been making her happy. She'll never expect that from you because she just knows you for what you've been doing this whole time. So when it turns and it gets to this point where you're doing that now, it's like, whoa. Not only is it just a regular guy, but it's a guy that I would have never thought, right? So it's very, very shocking for a woman, and it throws them off. And then back to their ego, them trying to recover from their ego, they go ahead and be like, oh, well, I don't know why this is happening. You shouldn't be doing this to me. I don't feel like I deserve that. I didn't do anything wrong. You know, you guys probably heard most of these excuses, plus more, right? So if you do want to leave her undelivered, go ahead and do that. But I'm just letting you know it's better to leave her on red because it hurts her ego. Leaving her delivered, two things she can think, there's more options, but two top things that she can think is that you are just busy and you happen to not see it, which is still a good thing, but it might not be good enough for girls that really have high egos. And the last thing could be that you are just ignoring her. So she won't really know. And it's nice that she can wonder, but she's gonna wonder even more when you actually leave her on red because, like I said, something out of the norm, especially from you. So now she's gonna be like, okay, I want to know why he's leaving me on red. I want to know what he's doing. It's just more questions she'll have than if you just literally left her on red. And last thing I'll say about that too is that when you leave her undelivered, there's so many endless things. Like I feel like when you say, oh, or you leave her on red, it narrows it down to more things that a woman will literally like need answers for. It will be a need. It will be like, I need to figure this out. And red hurts so much more instead of being left undelivered because you never really know what's on the other side. Some girls will just brush it off and that's it. But red really leaves them hurt, and then they can brush it off when they eventually brush it off. Okay, y'all? So I hope this video helped you guys out. And if it did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. And of course, make sure you give me a big thumbs up for a quicker video to come up. Make sure you follow me on my social media. Make sure you check out my Patreon. And of course, make sure you check out my second YouTube channel. And yes, you guys will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.